Welcome to MHKids Online. I'm Jenna, and I'm so excited you're here with us today. At Mercy Hill Kids, we're all about three things: love Jesus, stay safe, and have fun. So who's ready to jump into worship? Stand up. On the count of three, we're all going to say hit it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, hit it.
We shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God, yeah. Yeah, we shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God. So now is the time for the people to rise, lift up a shout, everybody cry out, raise your voice, shout out a noise, and dance a dance of joy. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. Yeah, we shine the light of God, and when we speak with the words of love, and when we dance we make it a little wild, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God. And when we sing the angel songs, the ones they're singing around the throne, yeah, we worship the King with everything that we are, 'cause we're the people of God, yeah, the people of God. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. We're going into all the world, we're carrying the light of Jesus, and we shine, in the darkest place we shine. Yeah, we're going into all the world, we're carrying the light of Jesus, and we shine, we shine. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. We are the redeemed, we are the ones who are free, and we belong to Jesus, and we are now alive, and in this world we will shine, and we belong to Jesus. Let's go!
You're everything we could ever want. You're everything we could ever need. You're the reason we're coming here. You're the reason we're gonna sing. Everything we could ever want. You're everything we could ever need. You're the reason we're coming here. You're the reason we're gonna sing. We'll shout it out loud from the rooftop. We won't be quiet. We've fallen for your heart and we can't stop. We won't deny it. reason we're coming here. You're the reason we're gonna sing. We'll shout it out loud from the rooftop. We won't be quiet. We've fallen for your heart and we can't stop. We won't deny it. No! We won't be quiet. We won't be quiet. We won't be quiet. We won't be quiet. No! We'll shout it out loud from the rooftop. We won't be quiet. We've fallen for your heart and we can't stop. We won't deny it. We'll shout it out loud from the rooftop. We won't be quiet. We've fallen for your heart and we can't stop. We won't deny it. No, 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 no. No.
Peter, a follower of Jesus, wrote a letter to Christians. He reminded them of what God had done for them. When a person believes God's good news about Jesus, it changes the way he or she lives. Peter's letter encouraged Christians to live like Jesus. Peter told God's people that they should be holy. Believers have hope because Jesus will come again. Peter wrote, "Before you trusted in Jesus, you lived however you wanted and did evil things. Jesus gave his life to save you so that you could have true life in him." Jesus is like the perfect lamb that God's people sacrificed. Peter wrote, "Now you are God's children, so don't go back to how you used to live. Obey God. He has a better life for you." Peter reminded believers of God's words to the Israelites. God had said, "Be holy, because I am holy." What does it mean to be holy? Being holy means being set apart. It means being different from everyone else. As creator, God is different from all of his creation. God calls us to be different too. He wants us to be like him, including in the way that we love one another. Before, we cared only about ourselves. We fought and complained. But God is loving, so he wants us to love one another instead. Loving one another isn't always easy, but it is good. Peter wrote, "Our life on earth will not last forever. It is like the grass and flowers that fade away." Long ago, the Israelites were waiting for God to keep his good promise to send a rescuer to save people from their sins. Today, we remember that God kept his good promise by sending Jesus. We can be holy because of our hope in Jesus. No one is like God. God is holy, good, and loving. Jesus shows us what God is like and gives us hope. God can make us more like Jesus. We can trust him and live joyfully for him.
Hi there, I'm Pastor Kevin. It's time for questions from kids. Victor from El Paso, Texas asks,
"Can we really be holy like God?"
That's a great question, Victor. Well, God is in a category all by himself. One of the attributes or one of the character traits that sets God apart from all humankind is the fact that he is holy. So we can't be exactly like God, but he does tell us in the Holy Scripture in 1 Peter that to be holy because God is holy. And holy is to be set apart. And so what God is requiring for us to do is to be set apart in our actions, to be set apart in the things that we think, to be set apart in the things that we do, to be set apart in the things that we say. You see, God requires for us to be different. Around our friends, around our family, He wants us to be set apart. We are God's possession. We belong to Him. You see, Jesus Christ, His Son, gave us the greatest example on how to engage and how to live and how to engage other people. He showed us how to treat strangers in the scripture. God showed us, even through His Son, Jesus Christ, even how to respond to our enemies. God showed us in the scripture through His Son, Jesus Christ, on how to treat widows and how to treat orphans and how to share the gospel. He gives us a great example on how to be holy. So if we read the scripture, we read of Jesus Christ, we read of ways to be holy. It's a requirement for Christians to live a life that is holy unto God. We ought to strive every single day to be just like Jesus. So I want you to think about, how does knowing Jesus change the way you live? How might others recognize if you are a Christian?
Thanks so much for joining us today. If you thought that was fun, I'd love to invite you to come and experience Mercy Hill Kids in person at one of our campuses. Just go to our website to find a campus closest to you. And parents, check out our Family Resource Center online. We've got lots of resources there to help equip you to be the primary disciple makers in your home. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and someone will get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications for more content like this. We'll see you next time.